when you're driving your car, you don't use a lot of conscious thought. Your subconscious mind drives the car. You're carrying on a conversation with somebody behind you. You could be reaching for something in your pocket. You could be, trying to dial a number on your phone. God knows what you're doing, but you're not consciously driving the car. Now, let's suppose you're on a highway and you're driving along, subconscious is driving the car, but it's raining. And it's raining pretty hard. And you're going to try and go past a tractor trailer, and there's a heavy overspray from it. You will flip back onto conscious control. You'll probably tighten your grip on the wheel, and you move out, and you're going to go past that truck. Now, you may drop back and go back behind the truck because you see something coming. But then you go out again. You're consciously driving the car. Well, I was thinking about that when Scott was talking about it this morning, and I was thinking there's times when you're just living, just normal, everyday working, when you should flip back over onto conscious control. When you get into an environment where people are bitching and griping and moaning and complaining, or all they want to talk about is how many people have died or how many people have got this virus, listen, I'm not saying that we should ignore it, but I don't think we should spend a lot of time talking about it. We're not going to do ourselves a lot of good talking about something that's destructive or negative. I think we should spend our time talking about how we can make things happen. So there's some environments you're going to go into where they don't do any of this. They don't study any of this material. They're controlled by the outside world. And these may be people that you love. They could be family members. So you don't want to ignore them. And you don't want to not see them. I often say you just don't go as often and you don't stay as long. But when you go into that environment, flip back over onto conscious control. Be consciously aware of what's going on. Don't leave your mind wide open for them to dump a lot of stuff into. Now, I want you to think of how powerful your paradigm is with this one concept about being real concerned with what other people think. Now you may say, well, I'm really not concerned. Well, you probably are. You probably are. And it started when we were little kids. When we were just little kids, what would the neighbors think? I always say they don't, so don't worry about it. But the truth is, we're concerned. And if we're going to act like the person we want to become, the people we're surrounded by aren't used to us acting that way. And they're liable to say, what are you doing that for? What are you acting like that for? Think you're acting like a millionaire or a billionaire? We're concerned with what they think. Now, in these 3 lessons, I could start with any one of them. Let's start with the one, my mind. Now, Scott, if you'll throw the screen up for a moment. I want you to imagine that the white screen is everything. It's everything. That's all spirit. Where's spirit? Spirit's everywhere. Now, I don't care what religion you go to. If you say, where's God? They'll tell you God's everywhere. God's all-powerful, all-knowing and all-powerful. All-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present. So let the white there represent that. Then we say, now, let this represent you or me. And there's the mind, and we'll divide it. Now, you are made out of this white energy. You are made out of this spirit. You are a spiritual being. The essence of you is spiritual. Now, everything's spirit. This television spirit. My phone is spirit. This pen that I'm writing with is spirit. My suit is spirit. You say, no, spirit's not your suit. Oh, spirit's everywhere except in Bob's suit. It's 100% evenly present in all places at the same time except Bob's suit. No, spirit is in a garden rock. You say, well, it's not in a garden rock. Oh, well, spirit's 100% evenly present in all places at the same time except in a garden rock. No, the rock is vibrating. The rock is vibrating. It's vibrating at a different speed than my suit, but it's vibrating. Everything vibrates. The law of vibration decrees everything moves, nothing rests. You are vibrating. And the vibration you're in is going to dictate what you attract into your life. Now, do you see, your mind is a center of divine operation. Is my mind a center? Yeah. How could my mind be center and your mind be center? Because there's more than one center. When you're dealing with, let's say, a basketball, there's only one center in the basketball, and that's determined by the outer measurements of the ball. But we're not dealing with something with outer measurements. There are no outer measurements. We're talking about being infinite. That's why Troward says, my mind is a center of divine operation. The divine operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. This means the production of something beyond what's gone before. So we should be going after something. If we're in harmony with the essence of who we are with Spirit, we should always be working towards something bigger.
You may already know about Bob Proctor's rags to riches story. This was one guy going nowhere until he made one decision that teleported his life. The change was so enormous, so Lightspeed whipsaw crazy, that he's devoted his entire life to teaching millions of people how to do the same. For 60 years, Bob Proctor has been dreaming up gigantic goals that initially, even to him, looked unattainable in a galaxy far, far away. But he always found a way to navigate to those points of twinkling light, casting the darkness out of his life. How has he always found his way? I don't mean his paradigm shifting in a general sense taught from the front of the room. I mean, how did he find his way? Conquering old habits, distancing from his old life, moments of frustration, moments of new direction, goal achieving, exaltation, and what he did next, practice steps, missteps, and jangled senses, questioning, analyzing, changing course, lousy times, failure times, and I can't even go on any more times. Because even a Jedi Master can have a bad day. Haven't you wondered how Bob became Bob? Just imagine what his personal lessons can do for the you you're becoming. Introducing the first ever Masterclass with Bob Proctor. Study personally with Bob from his book, You Were Born Rich. Chat with him, ask the burning questions, clear away the confusions, conquer the bad days. Think like the master and go, go, go. Your light speed is just one decision away.
I hope you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of good information up here, and it causes everything in your life to get better. If you'd like us to notify you every time we put a new video up, hit subscribe and then turn on notifications. Check out all our videos, and we will notify you when we put a new one up.